Hi, welcome to this edition of the Rockies baseball here on Twitch, here on YouTube, my YouTube channel. Today we have a doubleheader, a day-night doubleheader between the Atlanta Braves and the Colorado Rockies. This is game one of that doubleheader. We'll have game two a little bit later on tonight. Atlanta's got 3 consecutive wins. Colorado has 1 loss. If we can, okay, here we go with the game. Okay, here we go. Here it is, Upton. He leads things off here in the first inning. Juan Nicasio has a slider, a 4-seam, a changeup, and a 2-seam. Strike 1. There we go, strike 2. Struck him out on 3 pitches. Boy, nice. Nice way to start out the game. That couldn't be right. Here's BJ Upton. Strike 1. Strike 2. Struck him out. And there's Chipper Jones. He's got 3 homers and 11 RBIs on the year. Juan Nicasio's got no runs and 2 hits. I'm sorry, no wins and 2 losses. 8.15 ERA. Ooh. Oh, really? Strike. Strike 2. Struck him out. Juan Nicasio. What a way to start out the game. 2-0. No score. 3 straight strikeouts for Juan Nicasio. 11-0 Colorado coming up. Dexter Fowler is up against Mike Minor, and he's out for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. Fly ball. First ball to the outfield, and it is caught by B.J. Upton. What a catch. What a catch by B.J. Upton. Diving catch. The takeaway strike. He took away Troy Tulowitzki's possible base hit. Speaking of which, that's the first base hit by either team. There's Michael Kadire. Kadire way out in front of that one. Cargo first and third. Cargo takes third base. We get here we go. Fly ball. If it drops, it will be no. Well, the Rockies get 2 hits out of it, but nothing comes across. Go to the second. Here's Dan Ugla. Strike. That's the first contact hit off of Juan Nicasio. Yeah. This is Brian McCann. Two pitches, 2 outs. Here's Hayward. I'm going to take a look at my bullpen options. Okay, Burnett. I'm going to put him in. Fly ball, and this, and that leads to an out. 3-pitch inning for Juan Nicasio. Bottom of the first. Sorry, check that. Bottom of the second. No score. Ooh, why did I throw that? Right down the line. Not going to matter much anyway because Freddie Freeman got it anyway. Juan Pacheco. That will likely be out number 2. No. Pacheco is on. Here's Perino. Strike. I don't know why he swung at that one. Why did he swing at that? That's 2 outs. Juan Nicasio gets on base. Runners on the corners. The fielder's choice took away the run. Still, the Rockies get a couple more hits out of it, but still nothing coming across. Dead of third.
My pleasure. Let's start off with the very simple basics. What is the proposed purpose of CISPA? So CISPA is a bill that tries to make it easier for private sector to share information about cyber threats between it and the public sector.
Too low.
How would the passage of CISPA affect the average individual? Well, there are a number of different
There's 2 with that catch.
Say that the bill would let corporations share information that could include personal information such as emails or contact information to the government.
Too low again. Golden Glove. Golden Glove effort. That's why he won the Golden Glove. For plays like that. Mike Minor. Think he can get another 3-pitch inning? Not quite. He is keeping the ball down, though. fly, and Kadire still has it. Did I say the N word? We seemingly have one. Through four. We seemingly have one, folks. We could have it. Through three. Get to the bottom of the third. Oh, he got underneath of it. It's out. There's Cargo. Strike. A nice base hit, considering the fact I should have wound up with nothing. Here's Michael Kadire. And this is going to be the second out. Is Willen Rosario. They get another hit, but not any runs. They get to the fourth. No score. He got jammed. Juan Pacheco with a leaping catch. He probably would have backed up. Strike one. There we go, strike two. That was a changeup. Strike three. Here's Chipper Jones. He's the type of guy that can hit it out of the yard. Strike. Nasty pitch. Strike two. Struck him out. 5 strikeouts in the game, twice in a row. A no-hitter through 4. Actually, a perfect game through 4 for him. About 3.5 innings overall. Fly ball. That one will be caught. Clearly a pitcher's duel. Here's Juan Pacheco. Why didn't I swing at that? Pacheco is out. Here's Perino. Perino, he hits it, and that's going to be caught. Looked like for a second it was going to drop. No hitter through 4. Actually, a perfect game through 4. Fly, that's strike, 73-mile-an-hour slider. Strike 2. Strike him out. Off-speed pitch. 3 strikeouts in a row going back to the last inning. 6 in the game. Wow. Juan Nicasio is putting on an epic performance. Strike 1. And the no-hitter is broken up. No-hitter is broken up. The perfect game is broken up. Still has the shutout. Let's bring in the all-powerful panel, and I'm so excited about this one. After an intermediate Sherrod Small, who appears on every team. 31 pitches into the game. He struck out 6 batters. 6 batters. And only 1 hit so far. Strike. The pressure of the no-hitter is off. Maybe he can focus on trying to keep the shutout alive. Perino. No, gets past him. The safe at first. Out at third. That was a lot closer than it had to be. It was a lot closer than it had to be. Only 2 hits on the day. Out to the outfield.
And so there are now these people who are trapped in airports. They have to buy 2 million chocolate bars that cost
And there they go. There's the pass. There's a throw, rather. And it's in time. The Braves get a couple of hits themselves, but they get a few hits, but no runs. The no-hitter is gone, but the shutout is... Yeah, the no-hitter and the perfect game are gone, but the shutout is still intact through 4.5. No score. For those of you wondering about Atlanta's pitcher, he's only got 1 strikeout. He's got 5 hits. Juan Nicasio still at first. They were still holding. They didn't quite get it across. There they go. Out number 2. Oh, man. 3 up, 3 down. Through 5. No score. Strike 1. Fly ball, and it will be caught by Cargo on a diving catch. Juan Nicasio pitching a brilliant ball game so far. A brilliant game. Fly ball pop up to Rosario. And it's 2 outs now, and here's B.J. Upton. You get John Upton, and you get B.J. Upton. Uh-oh, fly ball, shut up, gone. Home run, B.J. Upton. Wow. Up to that point, when Juan Nicasio had been pitching a brilliant game. Boy, he is not going to pitch. He's not going to throw that pitch again, I don't think. It looked like he was just waiting for that slider. Strike. At least he got confidence in throwing that slider back. Strike 2. I think the most important thing was to shake it off. Shake off throwing that slider. Struck him out swinging. The only blemish so far being that blast. Being B.J. Upton's blast. 5.5 in the books. 1-0. 1-0 Colorado. 1-0 Atlanta. Cargo is out. Here is Michael Kadire. Kadire. Home run! Trips over the wall! Just over the wall. It might have bounced right off the fielder's glove. Just like that, it is tied. Wow. Epic. Just out. Just over the wall. It wasn't out by much. And Rosario gets a double at least out of this. And he's staying at second base. And here's Todd Helton. 1-1. We're in the 6th. 1 out. Todd Helton at the plate, and he takes a hack at it. Swings to the outfield. That one will be caught by B.J. Upton for out number 2.
Welcome back. Quick question for the panel. Do you really think we have a separation of church and state in this country, Sherrod?
John, that's an illusion. First of all, I know church and I know
Here's Juan Pacheco.
they get involved in everything. So good luck having
B.J. Upton scored hit on a monster homer in this top half of this inning. Michael Kadire countered with a stinker of a homer in the bottom half of the 6th. In case you missed it, we had a no-hitter. Perfect game, in fact, for much of the ball game. And that is a base hit, and the Rockies will now take the lead 2-1. And out at second. They could have probably thrown the runner out or something. Rockies still get 1 run across. We get to the 7th, 2-1. Rockies. As you can see, the Rockies have literally doubled up on the Braves so far. Here's Dan Uggla. This is probably going to be Juan Nicasio's last inning. Strike. Ball. 2 balls and a strike to Dan Uggla. 3-1.
Need to remember one thing. The Bible never actually prohibits termination of pregnancy. In Exodus, God makes it clear if a man injures a pregnant woman and she miscarries, the penalty is to be a fine as determined by
Strike 2.
It's not considered taking another life. In Numbers chapter 5, God lays out the details of a bizarre and nasty abortion ritual where if a married woman is pregnant with another guy's child, the temple priests make a concoction called a bitter water. I'm not saying
struck him out. 2 in a row. That leaves him with 8 strikeouts. He's only given up 4 hits, but he's got 8 strikeouts.
In Isaiah, God promises to kill the infants of Samaria and says, their women with child shall be ripped up. In first book of Samuel, God commands the murder of suckling infants. In Leviticus, he commands any child who hurts his
He's likely to be, again, this is likely to be Juan Nicasio's last hitter, or last inning rather. Maybe not last hitter, but strike. Despite throwing 5 innings of no-hit baseball.
I promise I didn't bite. The fact is, God is the least pro-life character in the entire Bible. And potions like the one God recommends in Numbers were commonplace in imperial Rome, but Jesus never mentioned it. You know what he was literally against? The death penalty. He never said, forgive us our trespasses, as we lethally inject those who trespass against us. Now, I'm not suggesting for a second Jesus would have been pro-abortion, but if he'd been a woman who had to make that
there's another pitch. Nicasio's thrown 50 pitches, which for this game, this baseball game, is a lot. But he is throwing a lot of pitches. Yeah, early on that were effective. We'll All right, here we go. This Hayward.
This afternoon and later, the poisoned letters, the ricin letters that were sent last week to the White House and to a U.S. senator, and it seemed like that story was mostly over and done with as of a few days ago.
And there we go. Perino.
Very strange way. We'll have more on that in just a second. Also today there was a very short but kind of a mini crash on the stock market. It all happened in about 2 minutes. The market came right back afterwards and ended up finishing the day way up. But the reason for that short, deep crash is a weird and worrying one. We've got that story ahead.
Is Freddie Freeman and
announced in the U.S. Senate today, where senators apparently cannot wait to quit or retire or to otherwise leave on their own terms. We've got news on all of those stories coming up. But today in Boston, the investigation into the Boston Marathon bombings continues. We now know that trained FBI
now what
interrogators
will Pat do?
Interrogation group. They've been speaking with the bombing suspect since the moment that he woke up in the hospital in Boston.
He's going to change pictures.
To know about the initial interrogation, say that the suspect has said that he and his brother were not in contact with outside terrorist groups, but they were motivated ideologically by their religious beliefs. Today it was also reported that the suspect made specific mention of the U.S. wars in Iraq and Afghanistan in reference to a potential motive for the bombing. NBC's Pete Williams reporting that according to a senior
a little more.
they got their instructions on how to
Aaron Wilk
from the internet.
probably wind up playing situationally. Wilk has got a 2-seam, a 4-seam, a change-up, and a curve. Getting a little bit of situation hitting, managing here.
When they sold Tamerlan Tsarnaev a pair of lock and load, that's the sort of a brand name on them.
Strike one.
Mortar kits, $199 a piece. Company executive telling
Coleman is the other pitcher warming up in the Rockies bullpen.
The company executive told reporters today that the amount of combustible or explosive material that a person might conceivably be able to recover from this particular fireworks kit would not have been enough to make the bombs.
Out. Out. 2 outs.
In terms of fireworks being a source of explosive material for
double play.
Devices, we're familiar with that concept.
Perino, the pitcher spot, and Fowler due up.
Designed explosives that failed to detonate in Times Square in 2010. He had reportedly been trained in person in Pakistan by militant groups there. Powder recovered from fireworks is also described in the instructions for assembling improvised explosive devices that were published in the Al-Qaeda magazine Inspired, which is published online. During his interrogation in the hospital, the surviving suspect in the bombing in Boston is reported to
Miner has got 40 pitches in the books for right now. So Juan Nicasio.
In the kitchen of your mom thing, that was not an essay about bomb making and why it's a good idea. That was a set of
Juan Nicasio's day is done.
And the byline on it was a Pakistani American.
What a day he's had! What an outing he's had!
American is English. That said, the Al-Qaeda magazine, Inspired magazine, is not the only source online where you can get a specific instruction manual about explosives. Probably to the chagrin of our corporate influencers or whoever monitors our online networks here at 30 Rock, it only took me about 5 minutes of Googling from my desk today to find that specific instructions on making explosives.
There's Craig Nelson.
All over. I mean, not just discussions about making
Again,
explosives.
situation managing here. That's what it's all about.
Step-by-step instructions. When I was looking today, for whatever reason, white supremacist groups seem to have some of the most quickly accessible step-by-step illustrated
Nelson.
online for how to build all sorts of bombs. This one
Out number 2.
pipe bombs, but common mistakes for makers of pipe bombs that might result in you blowing yourself up. And how do you get
Albert Pujols,
They talk about how to make
09.
bombs from non-metallic materials to try to
Might have been an ideal pitcher, but the pinch hitter to come in this situation. But then again, it's only the 7th inning. It's only a 2-1 lead.
But those specific instructions, those step-by-step instructions that could make a person believe that they do that, those are not hard to find.
That
It is newsworthy to know that now. Because it is newsworthy to know that nobody has to travel anywhere.
we just got into a niece of it with Dexter Fowler.
in order to access instructions for making explosives. Bomb making is essentially
Simmons, Minor, and Upton due up.
And it has been that way for a long time. It has been that way since before the internet. In the late 1960s and early 1970s, the U.S. went through a period when we had lots of bombings. In 1969, for example, bombs went off at Pomona College in Southern California, and San Francisco State in Northern California, also in the Department of Commerce, in the Federal Building, and an Army Induction Center, and a criminal court.
Chris Coleman now in. He's got a sinker, a four-seam, a changeup, and a curve.
Oregon City Hall. Now, the death and injury toll was never in very high numbers for any one of these attacks, but still, in the late 60s, early 70s,
And there's a fly ball, and that will drop.
politically motivated assailants. And from the middle of that morass emerged this.
And they got a base hit out of it.
Published in 1971. The Anarchist Cookbook really caused a lot of freak out when it first came out. People sent letters to the FBI, seemingly average citizens.
It was Mike Minor.
Letters to J. Edgar Hoover, the head of the FBI. Dear Mr. Hoover, look at this. You wouldn't allow them to put this book on the market, would you? A Democratic congressman from Texas wrote in
Strike.
his constituents have expressed alarm and concern over this.
73-mile-an-hour sinker.
I've not seen the book myself, but apparently the reviews have caused quite a controversy. You had all those letters from citizens and lawmakers, and you can see them easily actually now because the FBI a few years ago released their
Oh, that's a ball.
their communication in and out of the bureau about this book. There's also the headlines from the papers from the time. Look, book teaches do-it-yourself anarchy and recipes for sabotage, destruction.
Liner to first. Helton has it, steps on the bag
And the FBI wrote back
for 2 outs.
wrote to them saying, yes, we are concerned too.
Runner moves to third.
There really was no way to stop its publication. Today, you can still buy something that is called the Anarchist Cookbook. You can buy it on Amazon. Amazon says it's
Here's
in stock until this afternoon, and they will offer a gift card.
Upton.
But also, while you are there, you will see.
Upton is up.
An author's note from the guy who wrote it, saying he does not want it to be published. He has been trying for decades to have it not published and not circulated anymore. The copyright is apparently not in his name as its author.
Ball.
He's found himself powerless to block the continued propagation of the Anarchist Cookbook. He's just essentially imploring people, asking people to stop buying it and stop. Now, the fact that that author's note is attached to a copy of the book that is currently for sale
Strike one.
shows that his efforts to stop the book from circulating have been in vain. The book is still circulating. But he also notes, and this is important, he notes the circumstances under which he wrote the Anarchist Cookbook. He says, first of all, I was 19
Strike 2.
when he wrote it. It says he wrote it mostly out of fear and anger that he was going to be drafted into the Vietnam War. But he also says he researched all the content of the book, including the bomb recipes and all the rest of it, not through any specialized access he had through
Struck him out.
explosives labs or something.
2 gone. Here's B.J. Upton.
At the New York Public Library. He says he mostly used military manuals, many of which you can still get at the New York Public Library. So the information about how to do scary and violent things.
And Coleman's job is to keep things right where they are in terms of the score.
A convenient, if amateurish and sloppy collating of that information with something called the Anarchist Cookbook.
Strike.
In the 1970s resulted in that information maybe being more widely disseminated than it otherwise would have been in this country. But the information has always been there and accessible to anybody who wanted to get it. And that has stayed true as time and technology.
And that is going to be foul.
You can find things online or printed on chapbooks that are things that call themselves some version of the Anarchist Cookbook. But now they also include instructions for all sorts of things that didn't exist in the early 70s. So it's everything from cellular phone phreaking, which is a form of hacking, to
Struck him out.
ATM machines, plus all the explosives.
We go to the bottom of the 8th.
So it's all the stuff you
10 strikeouts for the Rockies pitching staff. Go to the bottom of the 8th. 2-1. Rockies.
There's no reason to believe that law enforcement can stop this information from being published either in print or online now. Wishing that were not so does not make it so. Sticking our heads in the sand about it, pretending it's not happening, is not just a form of weakness, it's a form of dumb. This information is out there. How do we adjust? How does law enforcement handle the fact that they have to assume
Troy Tulowitzki gets a single right down the third base line to lead off the bottom of the eighth.
How does it affect police? How does it affect the response to bombing incidents and what just happened in Boston?
Here's Cargo.
You do not need, and you really never have needed, instructions.
And you know who is in the bullpen warming up.
You can do it yourself. Joining us now is Jim Kavanaugh, former ATF special agent in charge. Mr. Kavanaugh, thank you very much for being with us tonight. I appreciate it.
1,
Is there any
2.
difference today with bomb-making instructions being available online compared to before this information was available and around, but maybe not so easily?
Michael Gudire up, and the last time he was up, he hit one just over the wall. I mean, barely over the wall for his third homer of the year. And it smacks at the third base. He's in first base. And Willen Rosario has 6 homers on the year, 12 RBIs, 302 batting average.
Well, what the Explosive Control Act did was it made stronger laws so that we could stop the bombers and we could catch the bombers.
Strike.
The best way to stop it is to let nobody get away with it. You know, you wonder why people still bomb because
Foul.
with these cases. I mean, Eric Rudolph, Timothy McVeigh, Faisal Shahzad, these 2 brothers in Boston, abortion clinic bombers.
I don't know why I swung at that when the mouse was not in position. Go to the 9th. Chipper Jones, Dan Uggla, Brian McCann. 3, 4, and 5 hitters against the closer. Okay, here we go. 2-1, Colorado in the 9th inning. Betancourt is on to close to hopefully seal the deal. He's a slider, a four seam, a 2 seam, and a changeup. Strike 1. Strike 2.
What Inspire does that's so insidious is it gives very detailed instructions.
Liner. Throw to first base in time. The Rockies were playing the defense back. And there's Dan Uggla.
It's basically a recipe. Somebody at the cooking lab, at the consumer food cooking lab has made the recipe. They write it down.
The Braves' winning streak is on the line.
It's great now. It's all better if you practice. And your bomb will come out just like your cake. It will be a lot better if you practice. And the interesting thing about Boston, I think, is
And there's the pitch. That was just spanked. That was just spanked. Here's Brian McCann. Betancourt has no wins and a loss, but he also has 6 saves on the year. I can only assume the reason why the defense is playing back is because, this is the 9th inning, and one error will force them, one slight, screw up, and it's over. And this could, right down the line for a base hit.
We will, of course, be watching to find out if anybody is ever connected to these guys. At this point, from the initial investigation, from the initial interrogation, we're told that the surviving bumper is claiming no personal connection with anybody else who radicalized them.
Here's Hayward.
Who knows if that's true? Obviously, that's what they're working on right now. The story is not going to go away for a long time, no matter how much we want it to, as this continues to unfold. We'll be right back.
Strike one. Ugly at second, McCann at first. Kelton has it, throws to second, back to first, double play, ball game. Rockies win 2-1. They out-hit Atlanta 10-0. All the scoring in the 6th inning after Atlanta was hitless through the first 5 innings. 5 and I think roughly a third innings. Colorado then countered with a home run by Michael Kadire that just barely cleared the wall. I mean, barely cleared the wall. And then countered with another run on top of that later on in the inning. Rockies 2 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Atlanta 1 run, 9 hits, no errors. Juan Nicasio, the winner. Mike Minor, the loser. Betancourt with his 7th save. You see some of the other scores around Major League Baseball.
The Rachel Maddow Show is brought to you by the 2013 Ford C-Max hybrids. Go further. Passenger Ford C-Max
hybrid. And we're going to be, and that will be it. That's it. We will catch you a little bit later on for the second game right here on our YouTube channel. We'll be back later on.